Greetings, men and gentle ladies, and the man with the inside voice to end all inside voices and emails, or just the only for short. And today, this is the time I will take a venture to a different camp, I'm so sorry, and talk about Calamity Island. More specifically, its potential elimination order. Now yes, I could analyze the trailer we have instead, but I feel like this could be more fun in the long run. Now, a couple of things to note before we begin with this speculation. Since they're implied to be major antagonists, if not the main antagonist, Madeline, Freddy, and Matthew will automatically rank higher here on this list. That doesn't mean I think any of them will win, but since antagonistic people tend to bring the most drama, and thus the most ratings, it just makes more sense to keep them around compared to the others. Likewise, since the trailer implies a potential romantic subplot involving them, Liby, Paige, Leandro, and Sasha will stick around at least until the merge, which I'll assume will be when there are 6 competitors left. There's 12 competitors in total overall, so it makes sense to me to merge the teams when we have half of them left. Finally, this is just my opinion, and if you have a different one, that's totally fine. With all that out of the way, let's go. 12th place, Moody. I don't really know what they're gonna do with Moody, but they don't seem like someone with much motivation to stick around, much less play the game properly. Their addition team makes it clear they're only joining the competition to try and make friends, and that's fine, but you can do it in a single episode. Just have them befriend Libby to show how friendly she is, and boom, you'll have an easy instant first elimination. Anyway, yeah, I don't think Moody's sticking around for long. 11th place, Reggie. The trailer shows him with Matthew, so you'd think being connected to one of the antagonists will have him last long. Honestly, I see him more like a gimmick character, someone who plays into their one gimmick and then gets removed once the joke stops being funny. Unless he shows some hidden chops to his character or becomes a greater antagonist than Freddy, Matthew, or Madeline, I don't see him lasting until the finale, let alone merge. 10th place, Susie. I don't have anything against Cookie Mama over here, honestly, but she doesn't stick out to me among the rest of the cast. She's nice, I guess, but her reason to win the million is just so-so, so until we get more information or confirmation that she's getting an arc of sorts, I'll play it safe and assume she's an early boot. 9th place, Sam. This one hurts me. It really does, but from her foundation alone, Sam just seems average by all accounts. She seems like a nice person with a likable personality, but compared to the other personalities shown so far, she seems like she's just there. Now granted, as the show goes on, maybe she'll show more chops and possibly start an arc, but since we only have the bare minimum information right now, she seems like she could leave before the merge. 8th place, Sasha. Hey, if you hear some munching, don't mind it. It's just me eating a salad made out of my own words. I know I just said that the implied romantic subplots and antagonists will stick around lower than the other contestants, but when I actually think about it, the fact they involve 7 people means one of them has to go pre-merge if the merge is to happen at 6 contestants left. And out of everyone, I feel like Sasha has the most potential to be voted off. There's nothing wrong with Sasha per se. Sure, we only have her words when it comes to how good a competitor she is, but she can totally prove herself right or wrong come the show. Instead, I feel like getting put out makes the most sense both strategically and narratively. Narratively speaking, since she's connected to Leandro, the guy might have to learn to let her go and get out of the dating game for a while. His audition tape reveals that he broke up with his girlfriend just a while ago, and he's entering the game to not think about it. If he were to start a relationship with Sasha, he would just be ignoring his issues in the worst way possible. So I do think that if Leandro's story is to reach a satisfying conclusion, he needs to leave the dating game, and getting at a woman who started to make his heart flutter again might be the best choice. It's a painful one, for sure, but it's better than the alternative. Strategically, well, if Sasha proves to be as strong a competitor as she claims to be, then it's only natural that she gets brought up by the parents in order to get rid of any potential rest of their plans. Even if she's not strong, they may decide to get her voted out if she and Leandro become close together. After all, dealing with one star competitor is hard enough. But a strong competitor with allies? Not a chance. In short, either Leandro gets her out so he doesn't feel the hard of breaking up with his girlfriend again, or the villains bulk her up because her gameplay competence makes her a big target. Either way, she's not picking merge. 7th place, Banisha. Guys, her name is the word banish with an A tackle at the end of it. If you can't see that as a red flag, I don't know what to tell you. Speaking seriously, compared to the others, Banisha does seem to have a decent arc setup. She used to be a big shot, but that's not the case anymore, and she wants to join the show in order to gain exposure and regain some of that lost faith. Most people seem to think this could lead her to have a Rhea-esque arc, where she becomes villainous as a result of wanting to reclaim that fame, as well as the corrupting effect of the game. However, I think a more interesting story arc will be for her to come to terms with the fact that she's not a fiction anymore, and realize that she can still find happiness and fulfillment even if she's not as famous as she used to be. Not only could this help her escape the rip-off Rhea allegations and give her a chance to stand out as her own character, but you can perfectly do the storyline with the pre-merge and end it just before it happens. She can prove that by during the first few episodes, grow uncomfortable with how the game is making everyone play, and then have her talk with one character who can help her recognize that she doesn't need to be famous to be happy. Probably either Libby or Paige, since they seem to be the most supportive of the cast, or at least the happiest to help. Then she realizes her worth and is booted out or even quit before the merge happens. Regardless, she leaves gracefully and without any regrets. 5th place, Freddy. Why yes, I like my words and so much I grab a second portion of it. Why are you asking? Speaking seriously, I know what I said, but certain things lead me to believe that Freddy might not reach the finale. Maybe he won't be the first merge boot, but he'll be early regardless. The reason lies in the trailer. Not counting his first thing with Madeline, Freddy is shown to be either scary in a group or manhandled by the woman. This leads me to believe that between their alliance, Madeline not only wears the pants, but that Freddy doesn't have the ruthlessness or pragmatism necessary to keep up with Madeline or the other finalists. I can see Madeline growing tired of his passiveness and just decide to throw him in a ditch, betraying him for everyone to see and establishing her as a true main antagonist. Maybe. Fifth place, Leandro. You could argue he makes more sense as the first merge boot rather than the second, but I do feel like Freddy will be more shocking and unexpected, and as we all know, unexpected revelations will always be more important than what's predictable yet satisfying. Unfortunately enough. Now, about Leandro. He already had his story arc with Sasha, and his other half is not in the game anymore. Without somebody else to bounce off, he doesn't seem to have any purpose moving forward, so I think it's only fair for him to leave early into the book, into the merge. And hey, he made the final five. I'm sure Freddy won't be jealous about it. No way. Fourth place, Liby. It might be surprising to see Liby get so far in my order, and I do believe that a decent part of it is because of her alliance with Paige. Not that I'm saying that Paige is gonna be a challenge winning machine, but neither of them seem to be bad enough that they wouldn't get far, and since they seem to have a romance set up, I won't be surprised if the staff pull a few strings to let them stay long enough to milk the relationship for all it's worth. However, only one of them can go on to the final two, and I do feel like Liby will be more expendable at this point. In terms of motivation, Paige has a family business she wants to help, and considering how difficult it can be to run apart, it's a pretty decent motivation to go far. Libby, by contrast, is just there to meet new people and make friendships, and if she wants just to win the money somehow, she loses to pay for her studies. This is perfectly fine, but the stakes are nearly as high as wanting to help a business. Paige is also more experienced in more adventurous stuff, so just boring her element in this kind of competition. Plus, while Libby is a nice girl and this can help in making friendships, this actually could prove detrimental, especially if she remains nice up until the end. One thing that's common among nicer people in these competitions is that they're usually honest and not willing to lie, aka they have little manipulation skill and are easily manipulated themselves. Assuming the romance has been squeezed dry at this point, it would be too far-fetched to think that Matthew or Madeline can manipulate her into getting voted off, which will also serve as the chance for Paige to kick it up a notch. Third place, Matthew. Listen, this guy's a nutcase and was sent to prison for a reason. If he managed to get any further, he'd automatically win. Plus, considering his strength, it's likely that Madeline and Paige would probably be willing to work together just to get rid of this guy. Remember, he's managed to survive up to this point on his own. It's time to pull out all the stops in order to get rid of the biggest threat left in the game. There really isn't much reason besides that, but really, what more do you need? Dude's a beast, and most beasts need teamwork to be taken down. This leaves us two potential finalists, this being Madeline, the potential main antagonist of Calamity Island and the major force between her and Freddy's alliance, and Paige, the quirky underdog power waitress, who will win in the ultimate battle to become a millionaire. But yeah, that's it from me today. What did you guys think of my prediction for Elimination Order of Calamity Island? Did you like it? Did you not? Did you think I might be onto something, or do you think that a character on this list could do better or worse? Let me know in the comments down below and have a wonderful rest of your day or night, everyone.